They have no idea what they're in for. Welcome to Team Rocket Garage. My name is Zach, and this is my 1977 Toyota Celica GT project car. In preparation for making the absolute best Toyota Celica in the world, we need to figure out a few things. One of those things is suspension. We're going to use suspension from a Mark IV Supra.
Is that a Supra?
I know. Tall order, but I found some up in Ogden that's about 50 miles north of me, and my in-laws just called and said, hey Zach, can you help us look at a Buick for your sister-in-law? Well, I could totally help with that, but I was gonna ask, I have something on Marketplace that I've been needing to grab from Ogden. We'll be pretty close. Is it possible we can drop by there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You guys are awesome. They have no idea what they're in for. Let's go.
I built it! Hit the subscribe button!
Alright, so we are headed up there to look at a Buick for my sister-in-law, and this is how I'm tricking them, right? Because I'm like the car guy in the family, so what I'm gonna do, they're gonna be like, cool, now that we did that, you know, we ask for favor right after you pay my gift. That way they can't say no.
I'm on my way. Let me hear you say. I'm on my
All right,
way.
so we are here looking at the Buick. Apparently it's got 100 and how many miles? 160? Here we go. Oh, cool. That holds itself up. Okay, so first off, 3.8. That's good. It's a good engine. So it's been driven recently.
It looks like it's pretty clean.
Let's see. So I'm just looking for leaks, burning, anything like that. It's nice because it still has the like little boot protectors on there. Didn't even know that, but I would expect that those would disappear pretty quick. And well, it fires right up, doesn't it? Apparently the air conditioning works pretty good. Looking for the transmission fluid, smells good here. And then for the oil, I really like to see the oil be like dirty but also full. Let's check for blow by. Yep, nothing crazy there. Oh, holy shit. Alright, yeah, that's just water from the air conditioning. I thought that. So apparently it has an oil pan leak. Alright.
I had a car that
This thing's like really, like the body's really nice.
Your love is strong.
Oh, it's all right. The car itself is really tight. Force of habit. The coolant light is on.
So it's been like that since I got it.
Oh, okay.
Looked it up. There's a sensor in it.
Oh, okay.
So did you check the coolant?
I didn't. No, it was. I mean, it's hot right now, so I didn't.
So
Here, let me.
I don't ever touch the coolant. So I told him I bought it a year and a half ago.
All right, so we are headed up to West Haven to get this stuff. They're suspicious. They are suspicious right now. He was telling me if it's too heavy, we're not gonna get it. But I told him it's Toyota parts. Toyota parts are tiny, so there's just a lot of them.
who's got a Toyota that you got two parts for?
All right, so we made it. We are in West Haven, Utah, to pick up some Lexus parts. Here, I just text the guy. Let's see. Oh, he's coming. He's on his way. All right, garage door's opening. You want to just back up to the garage there? He's coming to realize I didn't tell him what I'm buying. They needed me to help him look at a Buick, and you too, man. Zach, actually, in real life.
Jake.
Good to meet you. Cool. Wow. Pile of crap, huh? Sick, dude. Yeah. Oh gosh.
I put all the bolts back to where they
good.
go.
Yeah, because dude, chasing down bolts is such a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
And then you get like the Ace Hardware one, and it stands out like a sore thumb. So cool. All right. And then we've got a bunch of these guys.
So that back there is for bolts that like I couldn't put back. So like those big ones go here. And then there's
they go through into the car.
Two bolts that go like right here and then there.
Okay, so these are like mount to car stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. See, I told you they're all small parts.
Oh my god.
Your car's doing okay though?
Yeah, it's fine. It's
Cool.
on the ground rolling right there. So that's
Oh, sick. There you go.
Yeah.
Let's just freaking do this thing and
I'm not getting greasy.
Oh, that's like a ball joint right there still. Look at that. All right. Oh, and e-brake cables and everything. Dude, you're a hero, man.
Yeah, man.
I've been looking for this stuff for months.
Oh, we need to take these as well. I don't think
Oh, good. That's one of the main selling points with this stuff is it's double wishbone. So as long as it's straight under the car, the geometry's right, you know? This is so light. I think the Miata's coilovers were heavier. All right, so apparently we get a tour of a right-hand drive. Is it a Soarer then?
Yeah, Toyota Soarer. Yeah.
Toyota Soarer. Every man gets Soarers in their lives, and what did he say? You're lucky to have this kind. So you're putting
And then I have I'm CD009 swapping it there.
sick, dude.
It's kind of a mess, but
No, that's okay. I get it, dude. My life is a way bigger mess, and then a large diff too.
that was the diff that came out of that.
Dude, perfect.
Yeah.
Dude, awesome. Good for you, man. Dude, this is all the right parts.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I had this. So I used to live in Japan, and then I brought this back when I moved back.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, dude, that's cool. Did you like drive this in Japan? Mm-hmm. Dude, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's like everybody's dream, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go to Japan, live there, meet an Asian lady, bring her in a car back.
Ultimate dream. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's crazy. Okay, so why switch up the subframe stuff? Or you just got that from a parts car then?
So I have a SC on the side of the house.
Oh, okay.
That's all torn apart. So like my old one, like I got my old one's powder coated. I had the rear subframe, like, and I just need like bits and pieces off of it, basically, and that was pretty much it.
Nice. Yeah, dude, these Lexuses, people slept on. I had a GS300 drift car, and it was, dude, awesome car. All right, Blair, was that as bad as you thought it was going to be?
Yep.
I was expecting you to point out, expect us to tow a whole vehicle.
Oh yeah, it's like just a car on a trailer. No, I bought the trailer and the car to get there. All right, welcome to Team Rocket Patio. We are in front of a pile of performance parts that will make the Celica capable of 1,000 G-forces sideways. We're gonna kind of take inventory of what we got here. I was sold this pile of parts being represented as a full SC300 suspension. Now, as you may know from our previous video, which is linked in the description, we'll be making a playlist for this whole build, but the SC300 shares the suspension with the Mark IV Toyota Supra, absolute JDM legend. What that means is that we are in the presence of JDM legend handling, and it's a Toyota product, which means it's going to be absolutely wonderful in the 1977 Toyota Celica. So let's go ahead and kind of put this together, take inventory, make sure we've got all of our bolts, all of our control arms, all of our brakes, lines, this, that, and the other, and then we can get ready to start reconditioning this over time as we get ready and tear the Celica down and get it ready so we can test fit this. Any bushings that are bad, we need to make sure we replace them, so when we're fabricating this into the car, it's totally straight and exactly how Toyota would have wanted it. We don't want to fabricate the car to a bushing that's a little offset or something like that, because then the car is going to be manufactured by me in a way that creates problems down the road if I ever need to replace parts. So let's go. This is one of our rears. I'll just set this guy right here. So you can tell it's a rear. It's got the CV axle right here. One thing that's really cool is this CV axle is actually identical to the Turbo Supra CV axle. The SC300 is a lot bigger of a car. So I think this is our rear sway bar. Set that over there. And then where's our art? So this would be, oh gosh, our front suspension. Oh. I believe this is going to be driver's side, and it's got all of the bolts in it. Like, imagine this whole thing right here, that's a bolt. Imagine having to replace that. That's why I wanted the whole pile all at once. Rear subframe, you can see these gigantic bushings here that hold the differential in place. So we'll get this bad boy And we'll come back to that. Now, this is probably our most disgusting part here. This, yeah, look at that. Oh gosh. Wow, this might have sat outside or something for some amount of time, but we've got our steering rack right here. And this is an aluminum subframe. And more importantly, again, we've got kind of everything here, including the steering shaft that connects to this, so we can modify this to work with the Toyota Celica steering column. Really excited about that. We've got our other side suspension here. I am noticing that the brake calipers are missing, so less ideal. However, we were gonna do Supra brake calipers anyways. So we also got the SC300 shocks, top hats, and everything, so we can make these kind of work together. We did take a measurement of how far these top hats are supposed to be apart, so we'll have a rough idea of how to get it right. We're probably gonna have to get modified springs. Celica's a much lighter car. So we'll set these aside for now. This guy, not totally sure what it goes to. Probably rear suspension. So we'll put it right there. These are all the parts that actually go through. So again, these are hyper specific bolts made by Toyota. So this is your left hand bolt that actually slides through there, just like that, into these two holes and holds this up against the bottom of the car. Hopefully we can just take the factory subframe out and drill the holes for these and not have to do much more than that. Whether or not that's actually going to happen, I don't know, but fingers crossed, right? Can you imagine having to replace this little piece? I mean, you're talking 50 bucks if you can't get it out of a junkyard yourself. All right, so we've got, that's all rear stuff. So what we'll do here is take this guy, pull this out. Oh. All right, well, I'm glad that we're doing this because here's our alignment bolts, but we don't have our rear subframe section where this is actually supposed to connect to on the back. So I have to see if we can track that down. Dude, this suspension is freaking destroyed. Every ball joint in this is bad. Which is fine. I meant to, I meant that I was gonna rebuild it, but oh man. So we'll take this guy. That goes in the bushing. Okay, that's pretty cool. So that bushing is destroyed. There we go. Cool, so we got our upper there, and then this bottom guy right here. We've got two, oops, sorry. There we go. Nice. Cool. So this is an alignment bolt. So if you rotate this, see how it's askew like that? If you rotate it, it pushes the control arm in and out. You see that? Pretty cool. So now, wow. I also want these kind of all in one piece just for storage reasons. No sense having a bunch of massive piles everywhere, you know what I mean? Cool. Wow, look at that. This is why we want this, because we can, now we have this full suspension that's like full geometry, right? So you can see this is actually rotated a little forward, but awesome. This is an entire Supra front suspension. Can you believe it? So I'm just looking at this rear suspension here, and it's got me thinking a lot of people really like the solid axle, especially in like the AE86, which shares a lot with this Celica. Comment below if you would keep the solid axle instead of what I'm doing here and being kind of ridiculous, or maybe, I mean, would you do the independent rear suspension like I'm, trying to do? Let me know in the comments below. One thing that's also really cool about this is because they used a V8 in these cars too, the engine mounts are actually really low. So you actually can build really easy an engine mount to like position an engine however you want it. The engine that I want for this, however, I think the sump is kind of in the front, so we'll have to figure out how to move that, or if it goes forward from here, or if it'll sit behind here. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. And then we just got to figure out these parts, but that should be easy. This is literally just a bar that connects to these, and as long as they're the right width, it doesn't matter super too much. Yeah, I thought that these were part of the subframe, I guess. Well, I guess these have the alignment bolts on them too, so this guy has a tie rod situation here. I'm actually a little surprised at kind of how, I don't want to say like dinky this looks, but it is kind of small, I feel like, for such a big car. Isn't it kind of cool though? A lot of this is shared. It's not identical, but it is similar to the GS300. So isn't it kind of cool to see a little Bombquisha spirit in this, you know? Cool, well, that's a full front end here. Now, so that connects to right there like this. So this actually just mounts to the bottom of the car. So that's something I'll have to factor into fabrication, because this is the back of the differential. So this is where there'd be space. This is our sway bar though. I really want this to be like SC parts just bolt in, or Supra parts or whatever. The Supra sway bar is a little different just because of those control arms being different. Man, I can't believe it's all in front of me right now. Look at that. Oh, it's so exciting to me to just see this part. That, oh yeah, so cool to me. All right, so it is nighttime, but I'm just finishing editing this video, and I thought I would give you guys and myself a little special treat. Remember in that one video, I was like, I'm not sure if the Supra's stuff is gonna fit, right? Well, plus or minus. Now, I have measured this suspension here, and we're just kind of piled up here, so it's like how it would be in a car, plus or minus with alignment and stuff. So if we take the actual measuring tape here, so if we go over there to the edge of the tread to over here is about 70 inches, right? So that's measurement number one. Measurement number two, or the subframe mount right here. Hold that with my foot. Then we'll come over here. Typically these are in the realm of 34. Okay, yeah, 33. I found a post digger that we can use, and it'll hold the hood up, because I don't really have a good place to put this right now. So, all right, so now looking in here, gosh, it smells like an old car. So what we're trying to figure out is if we can mount that subframe to this rail. This is where you can actually see the factory subframe is mounted. So let's measure first off the distance. Now, I can see that this is actually splayed out. I think it's wider here than it is back there, but plus or minus. So at least we'll have like an idea. Okay, 33 right there. So that's 33 outer to outer on the front here. I think the back is going to tell a different story. Yeah, I think it's like triangulated like out like that, just to give it some rigidity. And then we're right here. Wow, yeah, about 26 on the back. Okay, so we're about, I think that's about in line right there. And then, yeah, about 26 on the back, 33 outer to outer on the front. Yeah, I feel like maybe those frame rails, like they're gonna have to be here, but also like down like 3 inches or so. You want to keep like a good angle, but I guess that's probably a fairly redonkulous angle, maybe, I don't know. So if you like Toyota Celica stuff, Toyota Supra stuff, Lexus SC300 stuff, hit the subscribe button. All of that's going in, and one hell of a slept-on motor is going to go in this thing. It's not a JZ, but I want you to stick with me. These, I promise you, they're the new JZ. They make tons of power. They're Toyota made. Comment below what engine you think I'm going to go with. Is it a B? Is it something inline V? Who knows? If you know what I'm doing, put it in the comments. Or maybe you know better than I do and you think this is the perfect engine for that little Celica and its Supra heritage. I want to know what you think, so put it down there. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. I am absolutely obliterated. I'm so tired. I've been in the sun all day. You guys were there with me. I'm going to go take a nap. Thanks for watching this episode of Team Rocket Garage.